So let's go through this. What happened in the DJCZ 4-hour challenge, episode 000, the pilot? Maybe we'll take the top two and kind of try to fuse them together, but just see what randomize gives us. And we've got boom bap at 100 BPM. Maybe I should start with the guitar. Basically, it sounds like crap. So we have a problem that I am missing a string. It's not good. Not feeling great. After an hour and 18 minutes worth of working on trying to get this thing all going and doing the whole randomizer and getting everything set and working on stuff and feeling it out, I just was done. But it's interesting to watch how in 12 short minutes after that, between hour and 18 and an hour and 30, how I was able to turn myself around.
DJCZ 4-hour challenge.
Alright, so maybe I should pick a song that I've already written. I do think I have some unfinished projects that I could probably dig up from way back that I don't even remember what this stuff is. Like Trap Flow 2A5. What the fuck is Trap Flow 2A5? Unless this graduated into another song, I think it's probably going to be pretty horrible. But by the way, I'm super happy with the lighting. I got this little rim thing going on here. That's nice. These background lights, right? See, I'm doing okay here. And while this is loading, okay, so, well, got some stuff going on here. There's nothing in the, okay, so this is just a beat that I made. It's not been arranged. This might be a better place to start. Okay, I remember this. This is actually started off as a track. I think this was JC Squared, right? This turned into the song Workin' from my album Not Your Average Rapper, which comes out probably next year, which I made, I won't even say how long ago. Okay, so I think what I need to do, now that I'm thinking about it, is I need to incorporate chord progressions into the randomizer, because like planning the amount of time that it takes to like try to think of an original chord progression, at least for me, because I'm not a keyboardist and bass is my third instrument, so I really should be starting on guitar. But once you start with guitar, you're kind of locked into a certain flavor. At least I am. Having the randomizer for that would be a good thing to have, because yeah, I imagine this probably took like 4 hours. Okay, alright, it's getting to that point in the evening where either I need to like find something to actually work on, or switch streams to playing guitar, or let's try again to see if I can find something that that needs work. Pattern 1. Okay, so this is it. Just some beat. Is that what I called it? Some beat? Okay, that's interesting for like half a second. Let's see if I can find something else. Okay, what have we here? Okay, so we got a couple of patterns at least. Strings, brass. Oh, you can't see that. Okay, so we got pattern 1, pattern 2, brass, strings, gated synth, bass. Let's just see what this sounds like. It's not very long. Obviously, it hasn't been arranged into a full song. This is just a snippet, so let's see what we got. Oh, I remember this. Okay, I can kind of work with this. Bop, 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 bop. That's kind of interesting. So what if we just make this a little bit longer? So obviously this is the intro. I can probably just leave that the way it is. This sounds cool. I could probably keep that. 2, 3, 4. Da, da, da. And usually what ended up happening within the first hour is what ends up happening is that I work on something and I kind of feel it out, and then it probably doesn't end up working. I get so far and then I'm like, screw it, this is it. And then I put those things away, and oftentimes I don't come back to those things for maybe never. But in this case, what ended up happening was that I was able to turn myself around by collaborating with me in the past, who was working on this beat and decided to give up on it or whatever, moved on, ran out of time. The beat that we started with is about what I would want to have done after an hour and 18 minutes, which was just pattern 1, pattern 2, brass strings, gated synth, bass, some kind of flavor, just something. And that's it. That's all we need to start with. That's the goal for the first hour. So once I found that, really the whole thing turned around. Now let's see how I'm able to take this little snippet, this seed of a loop, and turn it into a song. The next 2.5 hours are going to be much more interesting than the first hour and a half. So stay tuned, check it out. And also, please consider supporting this effort on Patreon. This is something that I'm committed to and I'm going to keep doing, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So please participate. Thanks.